morning. Welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a fun day in the life kind of video. I'm going to take you with me to do some creative errands. I need to go do some writing. I'm almost past due on some writing assignments, so I need to get that taken care of. I want to do some painting, work on my Oracle project, and then just like bop around town. I want to go thrifting maybe at the Goodwill near us, and then to my favorite bookstore, and kind of just like take you around downtown because it's super cute and it gets me really inspired. I need to get myself situated. I need to shower. My hair is greasy. And I'm excited. This should be a fun day. I used to make more content like this, and it's the stuff I like to watch. I just like to see people bopping around doing whatever. So it's going to be a good day. And it's like 11 a.m. on a Tuesday right now. So I'm kind of behind. I need to get my shit together. So let's go. I found Rich like this morning.
Yeah, go, Pat.
Oh. Ah. That's it, I'm not going.
Because I can't, for the life of me, film while I'm out and point the camera at me. It feels so weird to do that. But yeah, I'm at Village Well, which is a bookstore pretty close to where I live. It's super cute, and they just expanded it a ton, so now it's huge. It's like overnight too. There's so much more to explore, which is really exciting. I was gonna sit down and do some work, but it's always so busy, so I don't know if I'll have a spot to sit. But either way, I wanted you guys to see it because it's a place I come to work a lot, and I always feel really inspired here because it's nice to be surrounded by books. Also, I'm fully sweating. You know the struggle. I keep having to pull these back up. I was gonna film my little Trader Joe's haul at the park, but there was nowhere to sit and it was all wet, so oh well, the idea didn't come to fruition like I imagined, but that's okay. I got these spring rolls with tofu, sparkling ginger and lemon, apple cider vinegar beverage. Bottoms up. That is fucking incredible. Holy shit.
Wow.
It's the perfect combination of all three of these things. Anyway, how are you guys doing? All 88 of you, which I appreciate very much. I got like 7 subscribers since I started posting like last week, which is really sweet. It's exciting. You know, you gotta celebrate the small wins. And I've been really enjoying doing this, so it's been awesome for me. Nothing fancy. Today's been so fun, but it's been mostly just me procrastinating. But I have to say, this is part of freelancing that I love so much, is I can kind of squeeze work in between play and taking care of my self-care, you know, like going out and doing things that help me stay motivated and creative. It's just so healthy for me to be able to take those breaks and go outside, take a walk, and kind of like re-center myself. And that's what I've been able to do this week, which has been really nice. For therapy, I got assigned reading, and she gives me homework, which I love. I need structure. But she assigned me this book called Codependent No More by Melody Beattie. And this has been incredibly life-changing for me, to be honest. I highlighted and completely annotated most of the book. This book is about being so codependent with either someone in your life who's troubled or an addict, or just the way that you develop codependency, either from trauma in your childhood or certain experiences that made you someone that didn't trust your own instincts and your own ability to take care of yourself. And this can manifest in people for so many reasons. It can start off in your childhood or develop when you're older. For me, it started, I think, when I was quite young. And it kind of just, it tells you where these behaviors stem from, why you feel like you can't trust yourself, why you're so hard on yourself, and why you create these patterns of attaching to people that you have to take care of or feel you have to rescue. There's just like lists of symptoms you can check off, and she gives you really incredible advice on how to deal with it and how to unlatch yourself from unhealthy people or unhealthy habits. So honestly, incredible. If you feel like you are often stuck, or like you don't trust your own decision making, or you look for other people to kind of fill a void or to make you happy, and you want to find that in yourself and find your own independence, this book is incredible and so insightful. I highly recommend it, and I think everyone can read it and get something out of it. Try the spring roll.
What's that, like a peanut sauce?
Yeah, it's cashew.
Cashew. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was, it's pretty bland.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I finally sat down to do a painting, and I haven't painted on actual canvas in so long. I have these old canvases that were just sort of like experimental color palette attempts, and I want to go over this one and try something different. I was feeling called to make something about this chapter in my life where I'm sort of setting myself free. I found this old journal entry from like 2012 when I had just graduated high school. And I say here that I'm still the misfit 10-year-old. It's inescapable. I feel lazy, misguided, naive, a failure. Though I work to escape her, I will always be her. I will always be that girl who could never finish anything she started, who was always part of the backdrop, never the lead of her own life, lingering between childlike confusion and adult ambitions. I kind of touched on this earlier in the video with the book called Codependent No More, which speaks so much to this feeling of being the reason you're stuck, forcing yourself into this position of being stuck. That's something that I couldn't believe I found this. I was like moving a bunch of stuff out to get this, to get these canvases, and that piece of paper popped out. And it was just so cyclical for me because doing this process, sharing my voice, has been my way, my path to freedom, and was something that I kept saying I wanted to do. And in so many ways, I've grown into doing the things that I said I couldn't do. And if you had told me 10 years ago some of the leaps that I would have taken just in the past few years, I wouldn't have believed it because I was so convinced that I would never move on. I would never move past those hurdles. I guess I'm wanting to document this because you can set yourself free at any stage in your life when you're ready. It's difficult and you have to go to those dark places and figure out what's keeping you stuck in the first place, but you can do it. It just takes little steps, inch by inch, every day, until you find that you look around and you're like, oh my God, some of the things that I've felt like I could never do, I'm starting to do again. And so I want to make a piece about that, but I don't want to overthink it too much. I pulled an oracle card the other day that really resonated with this theme of freedom, and it was this bird-like creature. And I'm always seeing birds as I feel they're very synchronistic for me and a huge totem in my own spiritual practice. And I got this card from the Soul deck. I'm going to use this imagery to inspire this piece, something to do with birds and setting yourself free. So I'm just going to get started and see what comes up. If there's anything that you feel like you want to do, if it's as simple as starting a YouTube channel yourself, or starting to post online, or maybe there's something you did when you were a kid and you stopped doing it, you can choose to do it at any stage in your life. It's never too late to start doing the things that get you excited and give you butterflies. And you don't have to tell yourself this narrative that the things that people do and achieve outside of you are for them and not for you. They're for you too. You just have to get out of your own way and start doing them. And it's so much easier said than done. And it's taken me like the whole of my teens and 20s, and I'm 30 now, and I'm just starting to get it, and I still have a long way to go, but you can do it. You can do any of the things that you want. Often we're the people in our own way. So if there's something you want to do today, anything that you've been putting off, I encourage you to do it in a small way, even for just 2 minutes, and see what happens. We are literally the masters of our own universe, and we forget because we look for outside sources to fill a void or to give us the things that we want. But don't forget that you have the power to make them happen. And I know you hear this everywhere, it's not groundbreaking, but for some reason it took me so long to realize that I was the person that could make my dreams come true. And I hope someone hears it that needs to hear that, because I really needed to hear that a lot. And it's just starting to sink in for me. But it doesn't matter when it happens, as long as it gets in there somehow. Here's what we got so far. It's just sort of like the base of it. I'm really happy with it, and I don't know, I'm gonna let it dry and see how I feel about it later, but this was so fun and freeing to do, and I forgot how much I missed working with paint and getting my hands dirty and canvas. And oils are so fun too, because everything blends together and it just adds to that feeling of intuition and just having to go where the brush takes you. So that was really beautiful, and I really enjoyed making it, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching me do it. And warning to artists out there working with oils, careful with your hands, your clothes, and this stuff reeks, so it gets everywhere. Just as an example, I'm gonna let this dry like I said, and then I'm thinking about maybe adding some line work. I don't know if it's too simple the way it is now or if I should leave it, But an example of some of the line work I do is something like this. I could go in after and add some ink, so, or even like some writing, but I'm gonna let her be for now as she is. And yeah, there's the inspiration. Did I do you justice?